everyone. Today's episode of Confessions of an Ex-Hairstylist. Not really ex. So, look, the journey with this wig, okay? This is how this wig originally came to me. 2.5 years ago, beautiful, full, everything. And we decided, Freedom Couture, they have some of the best full lace wigs on the market. But anyway, we decided the front circumference was fine, but the back still had too much hair, okay? So we cut 1.5 inches length, and then when it came to the length, it was maybe 2.5 inches off of the back of this unit. This is how this wig came back to me. This is how this wig came back to me 2.5 years later. Probably not even that long. Year and a half, maybe a year and 6 months. I don't remember the date. Look at this wig. I was so emotional. Okay, matted. It started like inner matting inside because it was some holes in the top, maybe about five. Um, and it started like, getting inside of the lace and matting up. It's mats all along the bottom. This is the top part. You can't even see the front part of the lace. If you know anything about wigs, I mean, I was emotional when I seen it. And I kept thinking, can I do this? If I pull this off, because I did, if I pull this off, this is a staple in my career for patience and skill and everything. Because look how this came. I mean, it came to me. All of these mats. This is along the side of this unit. Okay. So I decided, okay, I need to set a plan because how am I going to do this? It was all scrunched up. The mannequin, I couldn't even put it on the mannequin. Okay. That's how bad the mats were. It was so hard in the top. I cannot express that enough. Okay, so I needed to set a plan. The first thing that I needed to do was demat and detangle this unit if I can, okay? Cuz that's how bad it was. Um and so I started on that. Started on the back part, trying to salvage it as much as I possibly can. And what I was doing was keeping the scrap hair as it came out and while I was dematting it so that I could later on save it so I could do ventilation. Why wouldn't you just use new hair? I prefer to use the same hair that was from this same donor so that she wouldn't have to go through is the me toning the hair or coloring it or whatever, and was it the same grade? This is high quality hair. Okay. So got the back detangled, started doing some ventilation around the front hairline. Can you see this? This is after I took the front part of the lace, replaced it with that back piece that I had, and bleached the knots and stitched it together. Okay. I started working on ventilating in the front because I need to make sure that it looks nice. Okay. We got some bleeding because I bleached the knots. Keep in mind that back lace is not the same lace as this front lace. The back part of a full lace unit is nothing like the front of the lace. Did I say that right? The back part of the lace is not like the front part of the lace. The front part has already been customized. It's already done everything. Okay. As you can see, it was a lot of plugging that happened trying to demat that hair. And that's why I had to go ahead and cut it and replace it with that piece. Okay. So this is after dematting, shampooing, conditioning. She looks so much better. So much better. I was in shock. It literally took me 3 days just to demat it. Okay. This is me assessing the hair after I did the root tap. I used a 6N with a 10 volume and I left it on for 20 minutes. So again, I used I only I literally only had a little bit of tan thread left. So all I had to use the blonde. Okay. So this is me just assessing where is this piece that I just stitched it up with, where is it sitting, how is she going to be able to style her hair, and all of this. Okay. There are I'm checking my root tab, seeing if I made it, did I miss any spots, did I need to go back and do anything. This is after some ventilation. You can see that that hole is pretty much gone. So I'm assessing the side, checking the color, checking the density, seeing where I may have to do some ventilation, all along the front part of the unit. Okay. I done some ventilation, but just going back and making very sure how does the new lace meet the old lace from the back portion of the unit. Checking the other side, checking its density. This side was not as bad as the other one. The other one was pretty horrible. This side did well. It didn't shed a lot. And the hair still stayed dense and soft, and it was durable. I did decide to use a for the root tap. I can't remember if I mentioned, but for the root tap, the formula was 6N with the 10 volume for 20 minutes, and I just did it all along the across like the T, and just did a root tap. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, I need to work on the inside. The outside looks good. This is what the inside looked like. It had a whole bunch of little holes. I had to do some patchwork, but I had to remember that the top part that I replaced was a little bit bigger, so I had to give her some more room in this unit. How do I do that? So I ended up doing some patchwork with some lace fabric that I had. I ran out of tan thread, so I had to use this blonde or whatever. I think it was like champagne or something. This color on for the patchwork. Now I had to do some ventilation on the inside as well, because when you actually put the unit on, that fabric will open up and you still need that hair on the inside. So this is what I'm doing, going back and ventilating those spots where I did the patchwork on the inside, and to hide the blonde thread as well, as long as along with, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, along with some spots of just detangling and dematting this, that I needed to do some ventilation. So especially at the top, because you guys seen how bad the top was. Okay, keep in mind this is the piece from the back, okay, that has replaced the top. So I had to go in and do some ventil, and it came out so great. It came out so great. I was like, oh, the hair gods have opened the universe and blessed me. And this is, you can see the ventilation on the inside of where that bottom is, just to give her a little bit more room to compensate for what the top took away. And it came out really great. It came out really great. Beautiful. Did shampoo it one more time with some purple shampoo by Matrix and let it air dry. I was so I just couldn't believe it. This is one of the pinnacles of my career when it comes to servicing extension clients, because I wouldn't have did this for anybody else. Thanks guys for watching.